I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Trick Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
All right. Good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody is doing fine. I am Management, and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. We are having an abbreviated show today, which means it is short. So we want to make sure that as soon as you come on, just know that the lines are open for you to make your phone call to discuss any one of the topics that we have here today. As usual, we welcome every single person, all right, who are watching and viewing our channel. If this is your first time, welcome again to I Am Sure Sports, and I am Management. Make sure that you hit the like button, you subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and you share. We're over 8,000. Our next goal is to get to 8,500. So if you can get some persons to subscribe, that will help with us get it there. Please go ahead and do that. It is Super Friday, and normally on Super Fridays, we used to ask people to support the channel and the social work of the channel, where we can now, very simple, right? What do? We support people who are in need through whatever contributions we get on the platform. So go ahead and you can do that on Super Friday. All right. Again, you can call in. As usual, you know how we are. We always give thanks to the Most High God. And we believe that there is a creator God. It is in him we live and move and have our beings. If it had not been for the Lord God Almighty, so many different titles, El Shaddai, there was no J in the original language, Jehovah. His name was so sacred. They have a name called Yahweh that we call that Yahweh now. But in previous times, they would take out the vowel so that people would not be able to pronounce the name because the name is so sacred. He holds the whole world in his hand. He never slumbers and he never sleeps, right? He tells the ocean how far they should go. You understand me? He lives in eternity, meaning that he was, he is, and he is still to come. There is no aging with him. You understand me? He is great and he is mighty. It is his breath in our lungs that gives us life. And we appreciate the fact that we have a relationship with him through the sacrifice of his son, Jesus the Christ. I pray for you today. Pray that God would bless you, that God would also cause his face to shine upon you. I pray that the goodness of the Lord will continually pursue you. I pray that in your words, in your actions, in your thinking, is that all of you live a life that is pleasing and honorable before God. My prayer for you is that you would love God and love people, that you would love your neighbor as you love yourself. My prayer for you is that you will have good success, and whatever you do, you will prosper in it as long as it give glory to God and it serves people. I pray that whatever bitterness and anger and unforgiveness you have on the inside, you'd release that, because we forgive because we have been forgiven. I pray that you'll be healed if you are sick, whether that be mentally, whether that be emotionally or physically. If you're suffering right now and you don't have food to eat and you feel like where the next meal is coming from, Jehovah or Jehovah Jireh is his name. He's the one who provides and he will provide for you. If you feel unsafe, he's a protector. He's a banner of love over you. So bless up yourself. And that's my word of encouragement to every single one of you. All right. Big up man like Soldier. Right. And we're going to talk about who won the debate. So you can call and tell me who won the debate last night. That is the debate between the leader of the opposition, Mark Golin, and the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness. So you can call in and give us a thought. You can call in and talk to me about your club and your game this weekend. I don't know if Manchester, should I allow Manchester United fans to call Grimsby United? If you're a Grimsby United fan, I will give you additional time when you call in today. But Manchester United fans, you have a limited window to speak if you call in. All right? Limited window to speak. All right? Who that? Yo, big up my Bermuda. Yeah, man. Big up my friend from Bermuda, man. Winslow. Big up yourself. Bless up and share the link and make sure you subscribe. Get the whole of Bermuda to subscribe to the I Am Sure Sports platform. All right? Big up Jason Ferron. You understand me? Grand Spend, not tame them, nor fear them. You understand me? Yeah, man. Garfield Sinclair link. We not drop link, but we have a call-in number that you can call in, Garfield. So you can call in. You understand me? Because, we are trying to avoid it because I don't want nobody go accuse me of, like me bring them on and never tell them stuff and things. So unless we have a pre-show discussion, you understand me? I'd prefer if you call in so you can kind of share your space and time. Big up man like Eagle Republic. That's a bad one, Eagle Republic. Bless up yourself, my friend. Michael, you don't know, he says pretty balanced squad, just hoping for the best. Yeah, we do that. Yes, Michael, big up yourself. Daniel Smith, big up yourself. He said, bless up, man, up and ready for some sensible reasoning concerning the squad and the upcoming games. One love, me general. General, blessed and love to you, All right. You have a board to pick Eagle Republic. But, say, Eagle Republic, I'm not going to read no more your comment until you call in. The people that need to hear you call in. You and people like Chorus need to call in and thing. You understand me? Yeah. Who is this? Mr. Manchester United presser, so me mention him name. 433 presser. I did. Oh, Manchester United is his name. You understand me? That's Presser. Manchester United. What really going on? What really going on at Grimsby? What really going on? Somebody need to explain to me the debacle of Grimsby. Amaral out and Marino in. Amaral in. What name again? Amaral. Amaral, the Manchester United coach, gone like a sum about. Who is going to replace him? Yo, Amaral gone. Is that Amaral him name? What name? Somebody remind me a name. Come, I feel like me I get him name wrong. You know. What name again? Amaral? But the Manchester United. But the Manchester United coach name. Amaral? Amaral him name, don't it? Yeah. Big up Marlon Nelson. Oh, yes, him name. Rim him name. Oh, him name Rim. Sorry. Presser, your coach name Rim. Rim. You should have named Tire. He should have named Tire. So he could have retire. Off of Grimsby. Yo, if a team named Grimsby beat Arsenal, I stop support Arsenal. Me say, any team named Grimsby beat Arsenal, any team with them type of name, they beat my Arsenal team. Me stop support Arsenal. Me change and support the next team. Jarvis, big up yourself. Dave Fraser, big up. Let me tell you again, people. If a team named Grimsby beat Arsenal, me stop support Arsenal. Me stop support Arsenal. Boss, in our lifetime, we now go see Grimsby in the Premier League, you know, boss. Eh? Big up the people from Grimsby. Yeah, man. Eh? The people, them entire squad value $3 million in a boss. A poor town in Lincolnshire, England. 86,000. The Grimsby, Manchester United have more fans than people who live in Grimsby. Manchester United Stadium holds more fans, right, than the amount of people who live at Grimsby. Eh? Come on, man. If you go and better Manchester United, yeah? Sorry, Marlon, because you're a good fan, you know. We know you must be ashamed of your team. You must be ashamed of your team. Dre, anyway, that sports, big up yourself. But you know, problem there, you know who this? Jaguars in the building. Jaguars, now you win the donkey prize over Jason Boona last week. Are you not true? Are you win it? I think a Jaguars did win the donkey of the week prize. I never you. Who win the donkey of the week over there? Jason Boona, who did win the donkey of the week? Based on the, you understand me? The EPL prediction. How did win it? The seriously, how you did win it in a Jaguars. But you see, I know you still. Big up yourself. All right, so people. Oh, you won the week before. All right, cool. All right, good, sir. All right, so people, what we're going to talk about today? I want to talk about the squad drop or the squad drop. So you can share your thoughts. I want you also to predict your result. And what we're going to talk about some, EPL as well. And then, like I said, we want to just briefly, for those who want to call in and share their thoughts, even if you're neutral, share your thoughts on who you think came out on top in the debates last night for the leaders. All right. But call in, give your thoughts. And listen, today, let us, because we don't have to agree, but we can all agree to be respectful. You understand me? Not everyone will share the same opinion. obviously. All right. And that's the thing. Not everyone will share the same opinion. Some people which they would have seen X person or Y person, and you have your reasons. An X person sees somebody else that should have been there. And all of us can be right, and all of us can be wrong. You understand me? All of us can be right, and all of us can be wrong. So let us have a discussion, right? Where there is mutual respect. All right. I guess by now everyone would have seen the squad. All right. I just want you to know that the big North London club Arsenal continues to sign players. Yo, Arsenal signed. You know that Arsenal just signed an ex-player, people. Yeah, man. I think he's on loan. Yeah, man. We're getting him on loan. You understand me? From Brian Leverkusen. That's very good. Yep. Yes, people. Yes, people. Another player coming to Arsenal this season. What are your thoughts on that? Hey, Arsenal not wrong. Yeah, man. Squad no good. That means you need to block such. Nitro. You see, Nitro, that is why you always end up in a problem in a Nitro. Here is why you end up in a problem, Nitro. You want to know why you end up in a problem, Nitro? You are trouble Peso, and Peso not even here. And every time Peso have one of them things there, What I call it? That anytime you call him name, him immediately reach in the chat. So watch what going to happen. Oh, Arsenal just signed what a player from Bayern Leverkusen. Let me get him name for you. What name again? The cup. I think he's Ecuadorian, Incape. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, from Bayern Leverkusen. That's the player that Arsenal that just completed the signing of him. Let me see if we can. Yeah. Good at, yeah. Piero. Let me show you it quickly. No joke. We soon get back to the squad, people. Yeah, man, Dr. Dan. Stefano Smith, big up yourself. Melcha Walker, big up yourself. So let me just quickly, for those who support Arsenal, bam. See it, Yeah. I aim that, people. Aim that, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. One more signing for the Gunners. One more. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. One more signing for the Gunners. Watch out. Because Arsenal spend money because our money cannot run out. And all who don't like it. Chuck off. Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. One more signing. One more signing from them Gunners. Yeah, that is it. Yes. Arsenal. What are your predictions for Sunday? So I feel like Arsenal are going to beat Liverpool. Yeah, man. I feel like Arsenal will give them a Bob Marley. I have that feeling. That, yeah. I have that feeling like Arsenal is going to give to them a Bob Marley. I don't think Arsenal are going to concede any goals for their first 5 games in the Premier League this season. And so Liverpool happened to fall in that 5 games. And so I don't think we're going to concede. And so because we're not going to concede, I honestly believe that Arsenal will come out on top by a 1-0. I feel like the absence of Odegaard may be a blessing in disguise because Eze is probably going to start. And I think in a game like this, him starting kind of creates some trouble for Liverpool. All right, so this is the squad that was named today, people. You know, say time I run, show almost done already, half an hour gone, calling, Big up yourself, Peso. A man say, me not tell you what the man say, I will go through the comments to read it. Watch out. Hey, Jarvis, what kind of crying? What kind of crying? One Liverpool get in. This is the squad, people. All right, that has been named. All right, Mirac. We shall see. You see them Liverpool, but big up on yourself, You understand me? All right, so this is the squad, people. There are 3 goalkeepers, right? Shaquan Davis from Mount Pleasant, Jamali Waite from El Paso, Tafari Chambers from Mount Pleasant, Dexter Lembikiso, Wolverhampton kind of unattached, Kyle Duncan, New York, Damian Lowe, unattached. Hear that there is a big move. That by next week you will be hearing about Damian Lowe's big move. Richard King, you know him very well. Ethan Pinnock, Mason Holgate, Amari Bell, Greg Lee. Those are your defenders. And so from that, we have 4 center backs that have been very consistent. We have 2 left backs who have been playing, and then just one of the players, Kyle Duncan, who is kind of new, one of the new additions to the team in terms of defense. But we can see defenders there that have been a regular. So I don't think defensively we have lost a lot. I don't think defensively we have lost a lot. Who are the names that you think could have or should have been there? You can call and tell me a name, but I don't think we have lost anyone based on availability. All right. He's listed at, J. Ross is saying, why is he listed as the number 1? He's listed at, where is he listed as the number 1? Where is he listed as the number 1? I don't know. I don't understand that. Why you say that he's listed as the number 1. Maybe you can explain it to me a little later, all right? So that's the defenders. So again, the defense line, maybe we could think about who could be in, but we see Kevin Lambert, who has been having a very good season at Phoenix, have been scoring a few goals. He has been brought back in to the fray. Casey Palmer, one of the regulars. John Russell, a regular. Isaac Hayden, who, when he's not there, we really miss him, is back having missed the Gold Cup. Ian Frey, first call-up, player who's been doing very well for Miami, played in the last game that they played, I think, on Wednesday, and they have a game on Sunday, I believe, so I expect that he's probably going to play in the game. Joshua Anglin is the other player who plays locally, one of the other players who play locally, who is in the squad, has had a good start to his time at Mount Pleasant. Part of the thing with him is that I think people have always believed that he was one of the prospects in terms of locally, but have had some just some struggles in terms of his movement. The incident that happened a few years ago, and so that has because these games are Caribbean based, he's able to travel. So it's good to see Joshan Anglin in the squad as well again. All right. When you look at the forward line, most of the names that we are familiar with who have been around are there, except for those who are injured, including Bobby Reed and Leon Bailey. We have Tyrese Campbell, who is back. Ronaldo Cephas is there. Demarai Gray, Kaheem Dixon is there. Warner Brown, who is at Mount Pleasant, is there. Bailey Cadamarte is a one that probably split opinion. Sheffield Wednesday player. Has started the season very well. This is a player that Hal Grimson had to reach out to when I think Jamaica was going to the Copa America a year and a half ago. And but he played under 19 for England, so it's good that he's back. Mikel Antonio, again, an ex-player that people may have concerns about, but what it seems is that his new club will be announced by the end of this window, and people are concerned that he's probably not playing any football, which is not the case. All right. All right. And then we have Shamar Nicholson, who is in Mexico playing. Miss the Gold Cup, but he is back now. And so will be good to see him putting in a performance. So I'm going to do very few comments because I want people to call in and give their opinion. It's very easy to call in so that a conversation can be had. All right. Because it's your take and your point, so less talking from management. I researched Kyle Duncan. He's a right back from New York Red Bulls. He seems, very interesting word, he seems better than Lembi Kisa in both offense and defense. All right. Daniel Johnson not there is my issue. His experience is necessary. Good point. Samuel Fletcher. Nigel says Stewart for Antonio, Campbell for Dixon. I think you're talking Norman Campbell. I suspect you are talking Norman Campbell. Which is good. So this is actually, I don't know if you have counted the numbers. It's 26 players, which means when it comes up to match day, only 23. Hope you are all aware of that. And it is also possible that over the weekend there could be, let's pray that it doesn't happen, but players could pick up knocks, which could rule them out. It is football. And if that should happen, you already have 26, so you can replace. So it's key that you know that there's 26 players, but on match day, you can only name 23. All right. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, Tafari, I'd love for you to call in and give your take on thing, because when the comments are there, it's kind of hard to figure out, everything. Yeah. Okay, Kira is struggling for minutes at his club. Kind of funny how we are, because I remember there was a lot of concern when Kira was not in the initial Gold Cup squad. He was eventually called up, but fans had a lot of concerns. And he was getting minutes. He was coming on. The team was playing to qualify for the championship, which they did, and he was a part of that. So sometimes in the early season, players take time, to get back in. to full shape and fitness. And so other players probably spent more time in preseason than them. And could these things be a factor? And I always want to just reason things. When we see a player not playing, like a lot of people didn't know this, Ethan had 2 issues in preseason with Brentford. And a lot of that may have contributed to him not getting a break, really, the long break. And so he goes to preseason and he picks up a couple of knocks and things. All right. And because of that, it has taken him a while to get back into full shape. People are making it seem as if he will not or he cannot start for Brentford, which is not the case. He has had some injury issues, but at full fitness, he's a cornerstone at Brentford, and the expectation is that he would start. All I am saying is this, that sometimes maybe we need to understand, just some of the other things. What I can't understand though is this, right? I just want to find out from people if Antonio, except for Premier League match conditioning, which he doesn't have because he's not playing in the Premier League team. So if Antonio is fit, right? Because people can look back at the accident and right, all right. So, all right, we will see. I'm going to come back to that Antonio argument. We will see, Rob Smith. So you believe that Ethan Pinnock will not be a start at Brentford. All right, we will see. We will see when he gets back to full fitness. We will see. All right. We will see, Rob Smith. I will leave it at that. All right. So this is why I have to have conversation, because you see the comments, they don't allow it to argue. So people are saying, like, watch this. People are saying, for example, Antonio is not playing, so he shouldn't be in the team. Some people are saying that Shamar shouldn't be in the team. He's at a club, he's not getting minutes. All right. All right. Some people are saying Kiroy is in the championship, he's not getting enough minutes, he should not be in the team. But the said people are saying that Ravel should be in the team. Now, my question is, as good as Ravel has been or is, what is the difference? What is the difference in terms of standard of measuring and evaluating stuff? That's what. All right. So, all I'm saying is whatever we have, we have to make sure we at least have some standard. All right. So if you're going to say Antonio isn't at the place and he shouldn't play because he's not playing at the Premier League level, championship, he's playing under 21s, and are we saying that players playing under 21 should not be called to the national team? Like, what are the first thing for us to discuss anything? We have to have some parameters. We have to have parameters. What are the parameters we are using to determine what qualifies a person to be in a squad of our choosing? Because at the end of the day, ultimately, it is the coach who makes the decision. And unless we kind of know all the factors that lead to that, it's going to be hard. But if we, all right. So Rob, your position is different, Rob. So my response is not to you, Rob. So you don't have to respond to me, because you are saying that your position is Ravel should not be there and Antonio should not be there. That I understand. So the people who are saying that the people who are not playing any football should not be in the team, but Ravel should be in the team. I'm trying to figure out the response. All right, I see people saying, which is the same thing. Some people are saying players who are coming back from injury, they are not fully fit, they shouldn't be in the team. But then you have an next set of people saying Whisper should be in the team. When Whisper's club has come out and say that Whisper needs to be like, they need to take their time with him because they have this high hope of him that they want to make sure they bring him in. And then, so I don't know. It seems like we have some shifting standards. What is the criteria? Right? What is it? So even if you follow the comment section, if you just look at the comments, some people are saying this player, and in the same comment section, so we don't even have the fan base, don't even have consensus on who should be in the team. Do you realize that there is no consistent person? Because half the person says Ravel, half says no Ravel. Some say Antonio, some say no Antonio. Some say Whisper, some say no Whisper. Some say Kerai shouldn't be in the team. Some say he should be in the team. Some say KC shouldn't be in the team. Some say he should be in the team. So what then as a fan base? Because ultimately is a coach. Yeah, man, I know that Whisper scoring. Remember, I am not having discussion based on the quality. Like I said, when I was at Chelsea and I hear them speak of him, the plans that they have for this player means that their outlook on the player is so big. The question is, right, can we say that players who are not getting enough minutes because they are coming back and unfit should not be in the team? And then we say Whisper should be in the team. Or for all of these things that we have exceptions. We have exceptions to these things. Now remember, you are the one, So Glendon, you now need to tell me, you need to call in. Nobody no want to call in, everybody want to type, You need to call in and tell me, right, who should be in the team, who you believe should be there instead of who and why. Call in and tell me. Right? Big up a friend from Bermuda. See, somebody saying Whisper came off injured at halftime. I say Ravel next squad, even if he's playing non-league football this season. All right? You see what I mean? Nitro, so you believe that Bermuda is going to play a low block against Jamaica? They didn't do that against Honduras. Why do you think Bermuda coming to play a low block against Jamaica? What are the stats saying? Call in people and let your voice be heard. Show soon done, Come on, people, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like. Hold on there. Let's see if we can go. What people may go on? $48 likes. And we should have 50 likes. What this is going to say? Because I saw Cuban BV did it. I think we have our first caller. Who is this? Lord have mercy, I know. Nitro, you're dead.
Oh, God, man. Listen to man.
Listen,
people.
Good afternoon, Mr.
They like for the baby now. They don't want to call you.
Good
They have more stuff.
Yeah, them.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, man. Them now.
They have more stuff. See, man, I'm a Jamaican. I support Jamaica 100% at all times.
Hold on. What qualifies? Hold on. right now, you know, I need to find out, you know. Not because you're born in Jamaica, you know. Meaning you're Jamaican, you know, but
Yo, man, they're going to be rest everything in that show like Marky G.
no. I don't want to see you have a Jamaican. If you have a Jamaican passport, did you choose to be a Jamaican son? No, because you're born here, you're comfortable, you're Jamaican. Listen, not because you're born a Jamaican, mean you're a Jamaican.
Why is that telephone Prime Minister like this?
Oh.
Well,
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, man, we're just talking about it. As far as we see it, we have injuries and things. Coach us put their experience what, whether fans like it or not. Some of the players, they perform. Agree in coach talk say if you're not play a club, but things happen. Players get injured. Players not getting minutes. But why coach do? Bring one brand new squad to please fans. So to me,
so you are satisfied with the squad?
Yeah, man, maybe all right. For me personally, me tell you, me would have Trevor Stewart and Norman Campbell based on their performance. I would have them over either Boza, Stewart over Boza or Antonio, and Dixie could have sit up this time. I'm at Norman Campbell. But apart from that, coach with the team already. What can I do? I have to support the team. Because to me, the coach now go for no, this is coach. He really think he can one whole ton load of new players. Most new players in Care 3, like what did you know? Kadamarti, Kyle Duncan, we know of long time and free. So basically, based on the injuries, the rest of the players pick themselves. And he called Lambert, get a recall from the top of time and Halgrims time. I think the first time this coach picked Lambert.
I think it's
so
second. I think it's the second time, man. I think Lambert may have been in his first squad if memory serves me right. Yeah, man.
Okay. But I don't recall if he get the game.
What your thoughts on Ian Frey?
Good player, man. Good player. Good right back. And he's a good CDM. Remember I said the youth did injury for a long while the last time he get called up. And I remember the interview him at the game against Cavaliers and him said, I work in club football from before international. I think some reporter did question him and asked him about Jamaica at the time, and he must say, "I talk about to play for in club at the moment."
Yeah.
So yeah. And about Davis, when I see Davis I play for Mount Pleasant.
They said that somebody said that you said he was injured.
Yeah, can be seen like him do some training differently. Can not see him play another game, man. Say for Mount Pleasant. In the Premier League game, Davis faster.
Oh, so you were just guessing. You're not sure that he's injured. Because the people said that you were saying he was injured last night.
Yeah, if he had the number one there, I'm going to see him play in another game. Then so far in the club championship, not even at the team.
Oh.
No, not the team.
Oh, okay. So I see. You were just assuming that it is injury.
He was injured. I see him on Instagram and work out differently. So that's why I said that.
Okay. You have to be careful enough. You have to be careful enough because the people them believe that you had information that he's injured when you said it. I don't know where you said it.
Man, is remember saying I work with JFF, you know, man, and Speed, I'm a big friend and this and that and why them people here? They enjoy me last day vacation here, so they're all right.
Anyways, Shaquan Davis is not injured.
Reggae Boss Blagger, get away from us. Everything when you see people talking around with, man. Man, call him, man. That's all I'm doing. Come on, chat and put him up.
Peso. We just make it do still that. Shaquan is not injured.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. I said no, but remember saying we not see him play none at all. From Mount Pleasant.
Okay.
So, and we not see him in the team for the Premier League game or the two games that they play.
Yeah,
but club championship.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm based on me see me follow up on Instagram and see he was training with a physical trainer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about Bailey Kadamarti? What you think?
Well, man, at first we kind of upset when he but a youth, so him come back to Jamaica, so can't give him a chance.
All right. Hey, listen. Here's the meeting, Peso. Me thinking of go back. Me not thinking of go back a war.
Why?
Me think you escape on vacation. Because I look like when you escape on vacation, you talk for sense.
You go on. I really read about that. Man. Nice summer, man.
Because I'll Nitro say you and him agree. I'll Nitro say you and him agree. Say right, but you better go on the road.
No, man. Nitro, me screenshot Nitro. Nitro say we now qualify. We'll fight the second place. Sure, so I qualify. Me make sure me screenshot that, you know.
Okay.
To show it. So now it's all right. Eagle Republic, someone. McLaren advisor. No, Eagle Republic. McLaren to me in talk too much. I'm not having problem. In talking to me that telling me that too much things that him anything what him say, they hold him at that and it don't work out.
Okay.
So to me, you need to stop that. Me advising, and that me advising, we tell him, stop them and talk there. Where my make?
All right.
Simple as that. But I know somebody this two setup. This is two team are easy. I eat that soup this summer. Soup.
Yeah. So soup, you turn the water Tracy for me. So who won the debate last night?
No, Mark Golding, man, with these, man. You know how to see. With these.
Yeah.
The man all answer them, he clap. The man done exactly at the clap. The Prime Minister now go over. I people don't have to stop him. Come up, Mr. PM. Time done. You know ready, man. Mark put into school, man. You look confused up there, man.
Really? You don't think it was close?
No, sir.
What was it? What was the biggest takeaway from what Mal Golden said? That make you say, you know what? Give me two of your biggest points in the debate that you say that convince you that Mark Golden is to be the Prime Minister, or convince you that Andrew Holness is not supposed to be the Prime Minister.
Mark Golden is a man of integrity. And he proved.
What did he say? What did he say last night to prove that?
Well, remember Andrew Holness saying that first 100 days they will have set election dates in a few parliament, like the MP they will go on something when they say some integrity something and the code of conduct and none of them sign it. And all of the PLP people have signed that. I'm not going to retreat, that's it. That's what the thing will happen when he come Prime Minister of that way. Even integrity. We have a Prime Minister, we lack integrity. Same IC when set up, they investigate people. He set up in a law investigating.
But all right. So, they actually did it and presented the report though. Didn't they do that and present the report?
Come again,
They did the investigation and presented the report.
You see, Andrew fighting, man. I using dictatorial skills as a Prime Minister fighting.
All right, Peso. Let's see if we can. All right. So you have a vote. You have a vote.
Bright and early Wednesday morning. Central West Fulham.
All right then, boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right. Cool,
all
cool.
Right,
Enjoy the rest of your vacation. All right. Cool, Peso.
Yeah, man. Yeah, brother.
All right. That was Peso. He wasn't, it was a little bit calmer today, so big him. Yeah. So people calling. So I think I see some of the names that people are suggesting. I think it's a good shout for persons who say Trevante Stewart and Norman Campbell. I think those are very, very good shouts. The Daniel Johnson cries are also good because Daniel Johnson play in the position that Jonathan Russell plays, kind of that, not a number 10, but more like a box-to-box kind of a player. I think that is his best position. Right? Yeah. So, who are some of the other names? So it is really Stewart, Campbell, and I hear that, of course, every Jamaica squad that is named, as long as Ravel not in it, his name is going to come up. Right? And you know that I really love Ravenna. Very nice. I mean, my interaction with him is very good. Like, he really outside of football, him love Jamaica. You understand me? Him love Jamaican thing. But I don't know. I would want to see him. Just for me personally, I don't expect him to get back to the days of when he was all of these accolades were written and said about him. What are the people? Take off that end. Yeah. But I'd love to see him playing like just somewhere consistently. Like, and I keep on saying, I wonder if he were playing in the JPL every single week. Like, even in this club thing, if he was playing for Mount Pleasant or Cavaliers in this Caribbean, if that would have made a difference. Just a thought. Like, would that make a difference? I don't know. Right? But again, the coach communicates with the players. He would know best in terms of where they are mentally and physically and stuff like that. And I think we have to I think sometimes give the benefit of the doubt to the coach, because if you go by record, he is above average and he has produced, especially against his Caribbean opponents. And that is just looking at the stats. All right. Since Tapper's time, I have never seen a team yet selected that have come online and I get the feeling like the fan base is happy. Somebody would have to tell me a team that was selected where the majority of the fan base was happy. So I feel like no matter who is selected, it's almost like people, if you ask people to name 23, they probably wouldn't. But when the squad is named, they're going to find fault. Nitro is asking, has the security? I would love for you, Nitro, like the next time you hear people talk to Leon, ask him those questions and ask if other players are concerned about it. That's a very interesting question. And I think the best person to speak to on those matters is, because first you have to understand, was it a concern that needed to be addressed and stuff. And so maybe, it's a good question that could be asked of the player, and then you'd hear. I think Antonio will surprise some of you. He's determined, hardworking, and hungry. We should keep him. Whoever bowls, I need to make way for Stewart and someone else for Norman Campbell. All right, call in and let me know. So let me say this to you. You know what? Like, and I tell people, and I know that it is sport and there ought to be no sentimental attachment and connection. All right. So what baffles me is when I put things in context and look at the whole. All right. So for me, for example, all right, Antonio had an accident that could have, we saw what happened to Diego Jota, right? That people have these accidents and one dies, and then Antonio goes through something very similar and comes out in the initial stages where people say that he would possibly be not able to even walk again. And we see this person playing football. I think because of how we have a propensity to get emotional, we miss that. What I mean is that we have missed the kind of dedication, determination, hard work that it would have taken him in the space of time to move from the accident that we saw to be on a football field. All right? So that's one thing. I'm going to go on a little further, but we have our first Manchester United fan who is going to talk to you. And today, I will not interrupt any Manchester United fan. I'm going to give them their time to speak and speak and speak, and I will remain silent. Caller, welcome to the show. Good afternoon. Have your say.
Yeah, people weird enough. Mailing somebody to do a watch along tomorrow, yeah, right? Me I see the person, and him go ask me before I go film channel. That don't make no sense, man. But anyways, today I'm a Reggae Boys fan, right? Tomorrow I'm a United fan. But in terms of the team, people not for calling as well to say 140 big scope for drop for World Cup qualification. I'm not the first caller. That is supposed to happen. But anyways.
Oh, Pesa called before you, so don't ignore Pesa, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, all right.
I think we're being sentimental to an extent.
Okay.
And reason being, minds, you see, when you talk about you talk about World Cup qualification. And you look at some of the guys.
Pressa, where are you, Pressa? Your phone breaking up. Where are you, man? Your phone breaking up. Go
My
ahead.
phone or your phone?
No, man. Pressa, no, just call. We don't have no problem. Go ahead. I'm hearing you now. Yeah.
But the more important story, Israel, and we have performed well. I think scored 2 goals so far this season. So all I'm saying is, we have to look at competition for places, and while Mikel Antonio can compete, seeing that he's a professional, does he have enough quality to add if called upon? And when I talk about quality, I talk about goal scoring. I think somebody in the press conference mentioned today that out of the 19 forwards in the watch list, I believe, or the forwards in this 26-man squad, I think only one would have scored a goal since season, which would have been Bailey Kadamatieri. And I think somebody also went on to ask the question about the lack of scoring within the team in previous games. In 1 and 2 games to score, but not almost enough. So I think they even asked, is it a thing where we're not creating enough chances, or the strikers and the wingers are just misfiring in front of goal? And how would you address that? So for me, I think if you're selecting a attacking front line, you select people based on form.
Can you select an attacking back line?
Unless you have Trent and them people there.
Okay, try your attacking front line. See me, I wonder. All right, go ahead.
You know what I mean? Yeah. When you select the attack, right? You have to select people based on form, and I think that is what affected the Reggae Boys even in the recent World Cup, right? And in previous games where we didn't really select players based on form. And even for the ones that we selected on form, we never give them enough opportunity in the first team. You get me, I say?
So on form, you'd have selected Trevante Stewart.
Trevante Stewart.
No, I'm asking you, who do you have selected on farm? In the squad that you see, who do you have selected on farm, and who do you have replaced them with? Because you said it.
So I would have selected
of the 9 forwards. I think Demarai Gray has some assists.
But I think only Kadamati have a goal.
Bailey Kadamati is the only one who has a goal. So on farm, you're saying that the only forward then that should be in this team that is here is Bailey Kadamati. The rest of them should not be. Who would be? Because they are.
No, man, listen.
Oh, sorry.
No, listen. Obviously, form alone don't play football, right? There's always some level of expectation from a coach within players, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coaches trust players. So I'm saying, with the context that I'm going to give, seeing that the season would have just started, I don't expect every player like the Kyle Dixon, Demarai Gray, Ronaldo Cephas to be firing on all cylinders, right? However, they do have quality that within these upcoming games, they can add to the team or add to the game across 90 minutes. What I'm saying is, when you have someone like Mikel Antonio, at his age, right, wouldn't have played any football for majority of last season. I know that he got some minutes, not much in the recent Gold Cup. It's not nearly enough in terms of me having trust in this individual in terms of quality to add to this team and add to these 2 games. So Kaim Dixon have quality. He hasn't scored recently, but we have seen his performances. Did well for what's the name of his
Presser?
man? Is that him?
Yeah, here you know. Yeah.
What the team name of Dixon play for again?
I forget the name. That him gone to Lona.
But you know the club matter. Recently,
Yeah.
we have seen his performances. I think he would have done well. Them wire grace since going to Birmingham, I think that he would have picked up 2 assists or something. Got an assist in a game with 1-0, big win for them. Tyrese Campbell, what
Crawley Town. He's at
City.
Crawley Town.
Yeah, Crawley Town. I saw Tyrese Campbell recently. Wasn't his best performance against Leicester City, but he still has quality. You know, Warner Brown, we know Warner Brown quality since being introduced to the national team. He would have scored goals against was it not BVI, maybe BVI, but St. Vincent, the St. Vincent game. You know, Bailey Kadamatieri would have had, I think, 2 goals in season or 1, and Shamar Nicholson, not really on form, but as they said in the press conference, 11 goals against 11 goals in 19 games against the Caribbean oppositions. So I trust these players in terms of quality, but in terms of Mikel Antonio, where can I find that trust? Where is the quality?
All right. So your thing is that the one player in terms of striker that you presently have reservations about, let me find out, is Mikel Antonio.
Yeah.
And okay, so if you were going to remove Mikel Antonio, who would you replace him with?
Trevante Stewart.
Trevante Stewart. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But you're fine. Outside of that, now you're fine with everything else where the squad is concerned.
Yeah, you see how I look at football is for example, you know, United versus Grimsby. That should have been a team, or that was a team that was strong enough to beat Grimsby. You know what I'm saying? Some guys didn't start, came on eventually. You know, we got back into the game, but we eventually lost. So how I see this Reggae Boys team is, it is still a strong team, and I expect them to beat Trinidad, and is it Bermuda? I believe it is.
Yeah.
So I know people talk about, oh, why this person is not in the squad, whatever the case is. I mean, it's still a strong enough team. People need to discuss football based on the opponent that you will be facing and the squad that is selected. Oftentimes, there is a strong squad and people be like, oh, why this a ball on the day team, blah, blah, blah. But just accept that this squad that was selected is still a strong enough squad. I know that it might not be a team who, well, again, the season just starts, so not everybody, we can't expect that everybody will be on form. You know what I'm saying? If you look at other countries as well, I'm sure that all those players are not on form because the season just started for majority of them. So, you know, they will be a little bit rusty. But with them playing more games, obviously they get up to speed a bit more. But I think I like the selection. Wanted to see Matasil, but you know, I guess I'll see him next time. But overall, is a good squad selection. I watched Amara Bell recently played left centre back in that game against Leicester. Looked very good. I think it was a 1-1 draw. So yeah, I think he'll definitely, you know, add some. Yeah, can you remember my names?
Yeah, hearing you know, yeah, man. You keep chipping up,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I hear
so-
you know, yeah.
Yeah, so that's it for me. So yeah, I like his squad still.
All right. I mean, just give you a synopsis, man. What is going on with Manchester? I hear that your coach could be leaving. Is it true, or is it just rumors?
And the rumors.
No, I'm asking you if your coach will be leaving, or it is not true. And I heard that Mourinho, who was fired today, could be coming back to Manchester. Is it true?
Well, let me tell you this, right? Yeah, you hear me clearly, right?
Loud and clear.
Rumors them spreading. Claim that I sense me planting. But I am on a day in a day juggling. Rumors are gone.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. But we not talk about senses still. Me I talk about Amaral.
Listen, I support the manager.
So you say Amaral in.
Yeah, man. I'm all in.
All right.
Big up yourself.
All right, Presser. Yeah. Boy, rumors them spreading. Say that a sense Presser planted. But him had it done in the juggling. I'll be rumors are going. All right. I think I was making a point about Mikel and I spoke about that. So the type of determination to come back to even playing football is commendable. All right. No, like people said, he has not been playing at West Ham. He's in, I think, negotiations to leave because he has been released. But you notice that he's also playing with the under 21s there, which means that, you know, you can never tell with what is happening at West Ham. They could be bring him back into the fray. All right. No, all I'm saying is that a player who has shown it, because remember, part of what our argument is commitment. You know, a lot of times the commitment of the players from the diaspora is an issue. Here it is that we have somebody showing commitment to the cause, and yet, you know, it's like we don't have no loyalty, but yet we want commit. We have no loyalty to the players, you know, because everybody want if you fall off, go on somebody else. If you're injured, go on somebody else, and but yet we want them to be committed to the cause. Now, how do you balance that? How do you balance, you know, dealing with people's commitment? How do you balance that? And on top of that, you're balancing people's commitment, but you're also, like I said, making decisions that are good for the team. How do you do that? It's not, yeah, that's it. So the fans are saying, because watch this, when a player says, listen, I am going to stay until I'm fully fit and I'm playing regularly to come and play for Jamaica. We, the fans, say that they are not committed. All right? They are not committed. When they come and they get injured and they say, okay, I am not fully fit, I want to come. We say, no, let's get somebody else. So how do we balance it? Where we show some sort of loyalty to our players as fans. How do we show loyalty to our players when they make commitment? And at the same time, try to get our best players, and when I say best, I'm talking about even those who are in good health, together. How? How do we do that? Call in and let me know. Miguel, what go on? Call in and let me know. Call in and let me know what you're talking about, Miguel. First responder, what go on? Brain drain, what go on? Lulu, what go on? Come on, people, hit the like button. What go on? Hit the like button. Let's get the likes up to 100. Quick and fast, fast and quick. Because we're not getting a super sticker, super chat. You understand me? All right. Yeah. So that is it. It's the same thing because so let me say it this way. Some people are saying like so people said, for example, a Roman Borrell. I see this. People have asked about it. This player came when he was called. Then we have one player who, when he was called, previously didn't come, but we show him patience. How does Roman Borrell walk away feel? You understand me? So football is, I'm not, all right, people have to listen to me. So the player should not commit to, here's what I'm asking, because I don't think, let me go very, very slow. All right? Should players be committed to represent? Should they show commitment to represent Jamaica? So let's begin there. Should players have any commitment in representing Jamaica? Or should we expect commitment from the players to represent Jamaica? Should we? And what do they get in return for their commitment to represent Jamaica? Talk to me, people. Yeah. So that's a very right. What if a player decide that, listen, I am not available until the team qualify for the World Cup? At that time, I'd be able to better contribute to the team. What do? Do you still get the player at that time, or you don't get the player? Remember, the coach also said that it is going to be 23 players. So, what does it hurt if it is 23 players? Say when the 23 is named, Mikel is not in it. But because he was there, he was able to speak to a Bailey Cadamarty who is coming for the first time to kind of give tips to, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it? Would it be worth it to have him around in that capacity, even if he doesn't make the squad, even if the coach deemed that he's not fit enough, right, to make the squad, but the type of leadership and instruction, does that make sense, or we don't need that? Because sometimes you need leadership all over the park. You have like most of our experience now, is in the back line, Up front, we really don't have any experienced person. If you remove like Mikel, maybe Demarai, but if you remove Mikel and Shamar from this, we really don't have a lot of experienced players within the group who can probably talk and give tips in terms of upfront. I'm just asking. Me? We not push no narrative, man. Orion, man. That's why you can't call in a typing, no call, All who say a Jamaica there, work done, A Friday this, A lot of lockdown at Jamaica from early, So my point is calling because I'm asking questions. I'm not making no petition for anybody. I'm asking questions. Because it is your opinion. It's your opinion. I'm not telling you what's supposed to. I'm asking questions. Work done long time already about your work off of 5. You're a security guard, man? A 9 to 5. You're a security guard? You never call it. You don't call. You're a security 5? Security guard? Eh? So call in and give your all opinion. Because a lot of time people can talk. A lot of things. And I will ask the same questions, just like I asked about Ravel. Would it make sense if Ravel were, say, playing in the JPL? Because it would give bigger voice. I'm not pushing for him to be in the team. That is easy. Oh, boss, if you're in America, if you're in any of the Americas, America shuts down in terms of work from Wednesday evening, boss. All right? So Friday, for most companies, almost a restaurant or them things, big up yourself still, Ryan, man. I'm not pressure you still. But, right? That is it. That is my position. There are other players who are playing. Like I said, Roman Burrell was at the Gold Cup. He's not in this squad. People have brought up like Daniel Johnson. I remember the last team Daniel Johnson was on. The amount of backlash Hal Grimson had. And Daniel Johnson, the last squad that Daniel Johnson made for Jamaica. Oh my God. I think after we had played that Nations League game, I think he even came on in that game. People are saying that the amount of things. And then they said people today, some of the same people are saying that he should be in the squad right now. So the point I'm making is that we a lot of us speak after the fact. A lot of us speak after the fact, you know. We speak after the fact. So at the end of the day, if Rafael was in the team and Antonio were not in the team, then people would find a reason to come and cuss the coach. If Daniel Johnson was in the team, people would cuss and say, it better would work with KC. It's just how we are. We look for who is not in the team and then we cuss. I'm not calling anybody name. Not calling anybody name, Jason. So go back to the streams when Daniel Johnson played in the last game, and you will see. So, and let me say this. Anybody in this chat, any at all, because Jason Guna says, who is the person? Anybody at all, remember when Daniel Johnson was in the team, Nations League in those times, how people are complaining that he doesn't tackle, he doesn't be a turn him a turn back, and him slow. Anybody remember those discussions on YouTube, or is just Manning's man alone? Me just ask. Me just ask. Anybody remember that? Anyone remember that? Those things be said about Daniel Johnson, that he should not be selected for the team. This has passed him too slow, him turn back the ball and him down. No, nobody at all never remember that any at all about Daniel Johnson. Nobody don't remember that when KC Palmer, all right, remember when after Russell played and scored, the banger the first time after we came from Australia and he scored. Right chorus, even Russell, nobody remember how people are talking about him not good and him not ready. Nobody remember KC Palmer when Hal Grimson had not called KC Palmer. And when he went to Hull and he had a good, how people are saying that he should be in the team. Somebody said people. So sometimes we have selective memory. But Jason Guna, that is the point I'm making. The point Jason Guna made it, but I see a page. The point I'm making is that I believe yeah, the slow guy. Do you remember people on YouTube talking about Ethan Pinnock, that him a paper soldier and him shouldn't play for Jamaica and stuff? So for me, it appears as if what some persons do, not everybody, some persons, thank you, A.M. Henry. All I'm saying is that some persons, I think, just look for who is not in the squad and build an argument. No, I do agree that everyone has a right to their opinion. And it's okay to say, but this person, nothing is wrong with that. Right? But so the players end up there in the squad. And tomorrow we said, remember, I can't even, listen, I remember people saying that Andre Blake should never be in Jamaica team. And them used to call him, this is during Tapa time and early in Hal Grimson time. Early when Hal Grimson came. Remember there was this big thing where them talk about gang and nine and stuff and who are divide and he should not be there and blah, blah, blah. Hal Grimson came. And in the first set of game, them used to, I think Andre Blake have a place called Kick Out. And people used to say that Andre Blake not good. Him have good reflexes. When the man was winning the Golden Gloves in the Major League, they talk about him not being able to play out from the back. That him to go down in business place called Kick Out, and him name the place right. You understand me? I've heard people say that. I've heard people say that. But some of the same people now come around and you know them some of the same people have come around and say, boy, Andre Blake has been better with passing the ball, and which is true. They have a player named Blair Turgott. I remember Blair Turgott when he was in the team. Oh, geez, them cuss him, say him no good. Then Blair Turgott get dropped and everybody was saying, where is Blair Turgott? The point I'm making is that at the end of the day, no matter who is in the team, there is going to be some argument about who is not in the team. All right? Again, I agree with the people. Some people are saying, boy, Trevante Stewart should have been given a look. I am not arguing. I'm saying totally. If you believe that, right? If you believe that right? If you believe that Trevante Stewart should be given the nod over Mikel Antonio, that's fine. I think that's a reasonable argument. And nobody could argue with that. If you say that Norman Campbell should be given the nod over Kaheem Dixon because Kaheem Dixon now has gone down to the lower tier, listen, that's a reasonable argument. If you say that Shaquan Davis should not have been selected and they should have selected some other goalkeeper, that's a reasonable argument, because you have the reasons why you would support that. And nobody can argue with you. All right? But at the same time, the coach also have reasons for his selection. Yeah.
Sir Manning, sir.
How you doing? How you doing, my friend? Let me just big up. All right, and Mark, bless up yourself for the super sticker. Much appreciated. All right, bless up. Yeah, man. Go ahead, Miguel.
Yeah, brother. Good evening, man, and all the best for the weekend. No, I don't know if you remember, just before Al Grimson's news came out that he was leaving, I called you and I said to you, Manning's band, Mr. Grimson looked disconnected. Him seem as if, something is wrong. Like he's not himself as how he was when he just came and stuff. And he said to me, no, but everything good and all of that. And then a few weeks after, news came. So I pride myself in reading body language, that type of thing. You understand me? Now, I'm saying this to say that when I watched the team the last few games, something outside direct football is not adding up, bro. The team does not look as if they're enjoying playing with each other. it seemed like you have 11 individuals on the field. And I'm also quite surprised that the coach this morning said that he learned about Caribbean teams that spirit matters. So when you want to use spirit, teamwork, cohesiveness, whatever word you want to pick from your vocabulary, is natural, is common sense. That's coaching 101. You understand me that there has to be some sort of teamwork, team spirit or something. So why is he surprised about that? You understand me? And Jamaica lacks that. You don't see that unison among the players in the last few games. Something is not right, brethren. And I don't think it's talent. I don't think it's coaching from the technical perspective. That is the main issue right now. I think there's something wrong in terms of the camaraderie of the players. And you, as someone on the inside, would probably know that firsthand. But I've observed that, right? As it relates to team selection, I don't think I'm qualified to criticize the coach as to who he selects from, who he doesn't. My job as a fan is to criticize how they play at the end of the day. You understand me? So I don't care who he selects, as long as he gets the job done and they do it well. But my problem now upon observing the team play is it doesn't look good. And even when you see other people switching to other countries where they could have represented Jamaica, I don't think as it is right now, Jamaica is presenting.
Which player switched?
Well, the guy who had the, pardon my choice of words, if I'm not being politically correct, but whatever it is. But the Jaden Hibbert guy, who had the option of playing for Jamaica versus Canada and against America as a third country, and he chose to play for Canada instead.
Has he committed to Canada, or he's just going to this? All right, go ahead. I was going to ask, but go ahead.
Yeah, Mannix, that is semantics as far as it is concerned. The coach came out and said and said that he has opted to go with them. So whether it is a commitment, whether it is temporary or not,
but
the reality right now that his interest lies more with Canada than Jamaica. Whatever happens in the future.
Yeah, man. What I'm saying though, I'm just questioning when you say switch. That's all. What I'm saying though is that he can play a friendly and still represent Jamaica. That's all I'm saying. So
and all I'm saying, all of that is semantics, because the reality about it is that you're playing friendly. It does indicate that you have an interest in playing for the country, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it don't mean so. It's the same. For example, we have many players in this present team that has played friendlies for England at youth level, played youth football, but they are still here. So all I'm saying is the fact that he has chosen to go and do a friendly with Canada. I don't know. What if Canada had reached out to him from the Gold Cup to say, listen, we want to take a look at you. We want to take a look at you. We have some friendlies coming up. And he gave them the word. And then Jamaica reached out to him. And because he did that, he says, okay, I'm going to fulfill the commitment I made to go to the friendlies. But we don't know. Maybe he is going to go to Canada. I don't know.
Right. But so since we don't know, we're not going to argue from a perspective of ignorance. But what we do know, what I do know, is that Jamaica's football on the field, off the field, administratively, is not attractive, brethren.
Okay.
Right?
So you say administratively, the football don't look. Explain that to me. When you say
nothing about Jamaica's football is attractive.
No, man. No. So what I'm saying, just here's what I'm saying. No? All right. What administratively? Because you're talking about what? Football from the Premier League, or you're talking about the national team? You're talking about.
I'm talking about JFF primarily.
All right. So fine. Okay. So now I'm understanding. So we're not talking about the senior team now. We're talking about how the JFF operate.
That would address the administrative part, sir.
Yeah, but all right. So if you talk about the administration of the senior team, this is what I'm talking about. If you're talking about the administrative arm of the senior team, you have to tell me what you believe or what you have seen or what you observe administratively around the senior team that you think is unattractive. That's all.
You see, what one thing I noticed today when talking is like you always want to get very specific, right? Right, which nothing is wrong with that, brethren. You understand me? But not all the time one can observe. Somebody can observe something without necessarily being able to be specific as to what exactly, because we can observe an organization and we know what a successful or a properly run organization looks like. You understand me? All right, from one perspective, is that I don't think the fans only depend on result. Jamaica fans only depend on result to either support or don't support. As Algrimson said, no Algrimson, what's his name? The coach here said that is a high or low. There's nothing in the middle where the fans are concerned. However, my opinion is, and this is just an opinion, I could be wrong, the fans don't have that sense of inclusion where the team is concerned. A lot of times I hear people suggest, why is it that you don't have like the guys going to schools or going to popular areas, signing autographs, bringing the fans more and let them feel as if they are part of the team more. There's a lot more that JFF can do, and you don't have to take these suggestions. This is just a suggestion. There are a lot more that JFF can do to let the fans feel like they're a part of this team. Each of them is a representative of the team. That is not being done from my perspective. The persons who support continuously are die-hearted football. They just love football, whether Jamaica win or lose, or they just like Jamaica team. But a lot more needs to be done to bring the fans to be at the third, as I would say, or the 12th player. A lot more. You don't just tell people, oh, you're a 12th player, but you don't make them feel that way. You know, so it's like a man have a girlfriend and don't treat her good and expect him to wash and cook and clean and do everything. I think that's the way Jamaica fans are being treated by the JFF. They need to do a lot more to bring the fans in or bring the team out to them so that they can, feel as they're part of it. But as it is right now, it's not looking good. The team doesn't look like a team, right? 11 man doing their own thing on the football field and hope that something happens. That is how I see it, my brother.
All right. See, I've listened to you uninterrupted. All right. But here's what I realized that, and I've allowed you to speak, and I will not ask anything, because if I ask anything, it seems like it's a problem. So I've learned that what I need to do is to allow people to speak and say nothing to them and ask them no question, because I can't ask you anything. Because if I ask you anything, it's going to sound like I'm getting down to specific. And I don't want to do that. All I want to do is to make something very clear. A player playing a friendly for one nation doesn't mean that they can go and represent another nation. That's all I want you to know.
Hold up, man, I'll hang up and listen to you.
Yeah, man. So let me just make that clear to the people. So Jaden Hibbert could still choose to play for USA in spite of him playing this friendly, or he could still choose to play for Canada or Jamaica as well. All right, that's number one. Number two, what the caller is saying. All right, as it relates to the senior men's national team, because administratively, where the team is concerned, that is the part that I am involved with as a team manager. That is all I want to find out. When he says that administratively, I want to know, what are those things? Right? Is there always room for things to improve? Always will be. All right? Not only that, when he speaks about fan engagement, it is kind of funny because, let me just say this. The idea of 1998, I believe, still lingers in the mind of many people. So we have a game. Let's look at this. Well, apparently we're not doing a good job because I don't understand. I don't understand Jamaican English, man. It don't seem like there's a good. I'm talking about the senior team. Administratively, there seem to be some issue because remember, it's not the caller was saying it's not really the coaching, it's not the players, it's an individual. Something seemed to be wrong off the field, and administrative things were brought into play, but it became a bigger discussion about the GFF. But let me say this. I will say this with the senior men's team, that the idea that we have a team now that can be still traveling and going into Jamaica, while that sounds very, very good to do, I would love to see that. So when players come to Jamaica, for example, on the 31st, when the window opens, right? When the window opens, it basically means you have 2 days at most before your first game. So 31st, you have the 1st, the 2nd, the 4th, and the 5th. So you travel, say you travel on the 1st. Most players are going to play up to the 31st. So the 1st is when you travel on the 1st. Depending on where you're coming from, if you leave out in the morning, you'll probably get to Jamaica early morning on the 2nd. So 2nd is very light. The 3rd, you have a full training. The day before the game is what they call match day -1. You're only allowed to do like a 1 hour training, right? 1 hour, because it's match day -1. That is a protocol. So you really have one intense day of training. To kind of now say to players that you should take time and do all of those things is very difficult. What I know is that whether the Jamaica national team and many other teams are not like this, the USA team don't do this. When they come, they don't go and integrate and interact with their fans. When the Jamaica team travels, they go, they sign stuff, they take pictures, they hang out, they invite the people to the bus, they come to the hotel. There's a lot of fan interaction, even in Jamaica, to the point where players have been late for press conferences. Can those things be improved? I certainly believe so. But the idea of having a team that goes around in communities and stuff, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen unless we are going to build a locally based team, and that locally based team will be able to travel around. But you can't have players coming from Russia and Israel and England the day or 2 days before the game and expect that they are going to be able to go across Jamaica and interact with fans. A lot of that is done. Do I believe that the players have to find a way of doing more? Of course. And the product has to be marketed. But I would like to know, that is why I want to know, as it comes on to the administrative arm of the senior men's team, what are some of the evident lacking that the caller believes is affecting the team performance on the field? That's a very interesting comment. And like I said, as a team manager, then that is something that I would love to, but I wasn't allowed to really ask the caller much still. But respect to Miguel, that is your opinion. And listen, a man's opinion is his opinion, even if I don't agree with it. But let me emphasize again, playing a friendly doesn't mean the player cannot. Yeah. So, yeah. You understand me? Big up brain drain. All right, in the building. Yeah. All right. So please. Yeah. Call in and make your thoughts, your voice be heard. Arsenal versus Liverpool. You know how it is. Welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Gallint, man. Spring screen here, you know.
Prince Green.
Anyway,
Talking up. Me not
Gallint.
to ask no. Me call them talk and then when them hang up me talk, you know.
Yeah, boy, you love a mutual brethren, you know, but here we go on now, right? Me understand them I say to a point, but at the end of the day, me really believe say why use some teams where we not go play in the qualifiers, like the quality, what would I play against idea look hard against Panama and them type of team there. What have a weaker set of team to play against Bermuda, Trinidad and them weaker set of team there. So why use them match if we really judge when the team never has. Alright, just for this, right? We play at worse against some better team. We can only play better now and we play against some weaker team. So I'm very optimistic right here now in terms of the qualifiers, right? I don't think we can play in the rest that we play in the Gold Cup and now we have some half a team to play against. And even if we play as poorly as we play in the Gold Cup, I Bermuda and them team that we play against. We should be able to see the job and get the job done. You understand where I come from? So I look forward to this World Cup qualification. So now the time where we have to try qualify for the World Cup and try build a unit together, a cohesive unit together where we can perform good in the World Cup instead of the World Cup get embarrassed ourselves. You understand where I come from? So we're not going to have an opportunity like this over again.
Absolutely.
Well, probably, but without it. Without it, brother. So now at the time everybody rally around the team and go and wave them flag. When the World Cup qualifier started, what was the first match? Was Dominican Republic? Me not feel about watch match. In a rain a soak me and a cheer for the team. You see me? And me never have the foresight to see the final round. That's so easy. Because we feel like the previous round did harder than the final round.
Yeah. That's a good point you're making, you know, because we played, like I said, we played Dominica Republic, which was a tough. That's a really good point you make about that round, because we are Dominica and we are Dominica.
Wow, Guatemala, yeah.
We are Dominica Republic and we are Dominica.
Yeah, I was Guatemala and I can tell you, say, but based on what I see so far, well, the Curacao look like a sleeper, but based on what I see so far, both Damrep and Guatemala become the team them in our zone.
Trinidad has named their squad, you know, and you know everybody trying to recruit. Again, the truth is 3 new players have been integrated in the Jamaica team, you know. Kyle.
Yeah.
So but you see, here's the thing now, because we have so many high-profile players. Even Kyle, Frey, and Bailey Cadamarty, who will be coming in for the first time, it's almost like, well, you understand me? There's no big thing, because we want bigger name than these, basically. It almost sounds like that way that people are still not happy because we want some other names.
Well, the other names, them, boy, I never got so much about the other names, them, you know, especially that carpenter, not the carpenter guy, the mason guy. I never got so much about the mason guy right now.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
So I'm just let that alone.
Yes, leave that alone.
It's because me know your position to the national team. Me know want them go say, man, crap, fun. You get where I come from?
Yes.
But if you listen to me, I ask Victor what is my opinion on one with that brother. That brother now compare to Jamaica. That brother will rate Jamaica. But anyway, we link up, yeah?
All right, rest up. All right, thanks for the call. Prince Green. Yeah, man. That was Prince Green. You understand me? You know what is funny? Like I don't hear people talking about Bailey Cadamarty, the good start he has had at Sheffield. Ian, like, so we talk a lot about again, the players who are not in the team more so than, you know, like really talking about, I'd love for somebody to talk about Bailey Cadamarty, some of his attributes as a player, what he can bring to the setup and all of that. You understand me? How he could fit into a team like this. Like Ian Frey, the fact that he can play 3 positions very well. He has looked so good in MLS playing with Busquets and these guys and the Messis. Like, you understand me? So I don't know. Yeah. Again, for the people who are concerned about Jamaica versus Curacao, we're not playing Curacao. No, Curacao has a different game that they need to focus on, which is their game against Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. Did you see the Trinidad? Did you all see? Let me show you the Trinidad and Tobago squad because, I think, again, when Jamaica, for example, it's kind of funny, how we are, when the Jamaicans talk about the Jamaica team and like if someone like me to say, oh, them the team that can't beat Jamaica, them say that we are underestimate our opponent, right? And we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't underestimate our opponent, all right? However, what is the joke? These people are basically saying Trinidad, that is it, like Trinidad is not going to, like, it's almost like we're saying that Trinidad can beat Curacao. Curacao gets 3 points already. Who is this? The great Alex Reid?
I see a man.
What up, boy?
They have it.
Actually, a mentor there in the comment section.
Oh, what mentor? Boy, man, make excited for the two game. Boy, I see fans who have very negative things about
No brain drain are your mentor.
Oh, no, sir. Terry Maggie mentor. Terry
Maggie, are you your mentor? Are you mentor Tariq Maggie?
Yeah, man, a brain drain mentor that man. Terry Maggie.
A brain drain mentor Tariq Maggie.
Yeah. Remember saying Tariq Maggie church? You forget?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew I'm Tariq Maggie. Yo, man, I don't see nothing about picking the squad. People are ball. That's their favorite player night. I think the coach go with continuity and players are playing over a period of time together. And I think the right thing, you can't include a bunch of new players in a squad just all of a sudden just so. And so I find them a cost Mannings. I say we're not make it the World Cup. So we're not make it because their favorite night Mannings and we do. But my concern is Mannings that some of the backline players, so I sent about they don't have a lot of playing time. What your initial opinion on that? Since the backline do not have a lot of time on their hand playing in the first 8 minutes.
I always believe, like, in the absence of so if I have a player with less playing time and a player from the JPL, I'd rather like there are players in the JPL who have had way more playing time than Ethan Pinnock. But I am going to pick Ethan Pinnock. So the question would be, what quality do you have? Who are you going to replace them with? Who has more time? And then that is the argument. Who has more time than Ethan Pinnock and King, Ethan Pinnock, Holgate, and Lowe? Who are the four players that could have replaced them? That is what we really have to ask,
And if they say, Markovic Brown for replacing for racing, they would have cost, and say, McLaren Norman do a friend thing and a speed up the team. And so far, it's only like one outfield player who play for Mount Pleasant and two goalkeeper playing at JPL.
Well, there are four Mount Pleasant players in the team.
Sorry, correction, 4 Mount Pleasant.
Okay, you have the two goalkeepers, Warner Brown and
correct. Yeah, but there's not a lot of JPL players in our team management. And the players that they do get called up because remember Rooney a play, that's how Josh and England call Rooney. I play enough minutes, man, I play very good too. And he been around the national team. So I don't see wrong with that. Kevin Lambert can play centre back too. Because Kevin Lambert can play in a team. And he can play CM. And Kevin Lambert normally play good against his small opponents a team. Two management have to look at like that too. You understand me?
Yeah.
So I don't understand the fans like why they might be so negative, like big deal. Then I say we're doomed, we not got World Cup, but we're gonna lose. Why them can't just get behind the team and support the team, man? I say, okay, this is Coach McLaren. We actually Coach McLaren this first 2 games. You understand me? And I'm glad that Coach McLaren wake up to the soup and say the team and easy to play against, especially a smaller team in management. Because I want to play Jamaica hard. I come out of the black and play Jamaica very hard. But do I see Jamaica have the superpower them up front management? I think that Jamaica can perform.
Yeah.
We can perform against any team. Yeah. So I mean, hopefully we can see them with more Mr. players them like Cameron Arch and Rico and they get some more minutes on the belt for October. will be more better coming in October.
All right, that's what I'm saying. My point is that those players would have had more minutes, right? Like I said, the Cameron Archer, the Rico Henry, probably by that time Bobby Reed, the Leon Bailey. You understand me? So
so I'm playing combat management.
Yeah, you understand me?
And then
Daniel Johnson will be playing as well. And if people like, go ahead.
Next win, they're gonna be a little bit more. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult because we're playing against Trinidad and Curacao, right? Or Bermuda and Curacao. There you go. I think Bermuda home and then Curacao away, right?
Yes.
So I mean, like October window gonna be the more difficult window because we play against Curacao. Can I recruit a couple ball and then people must say, "Oh, we recruit ball, we not recruit none." Jamaica, we side man is man. So we don't understand when I say Jamaica and recruit ball and fly down to come with their passport, Cameron Archer, Rico Henry. So we not recruit management. Can you see two look at ball and then go over there?
Yeah, you have players like Dishane Bernard as well, who's coming back from his long-term injury. So the coach will have a whole lot of people to select from. You understand?
And then again, you have to put things into context. Remember, say if I play the injury in the management, the injury and playing time, and the coach will work with them. You understand me? They might want to say, yo, Kyle Dixon is in our squad. But Kyle Dixon play 90 minutes to Crackdown and play a good management. You watching them watching game? I don't understand what the fans are. They don't put things to perspective and talk with logical sense.
What they were saying is that because I guess they are saying Norman Campbell has been playing as well. And maybe they could have played. Yeah. That's what they were saying. Yeah. I hear you, Alex, but I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, I have never heard since I've been watching. And this is like right before the pandemic. I've never seen from Theodore Whitmore. Let me go back to when even Marion Gardner coached the team. I have never seen a Jamaican team selected or squad where we don't. So we are going to have arguments. But we have to be reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, then I give me a look at like say, okay, maybe coach a record Kyle Dixon now record Norman right now Kyle Dixon a couple of weeks over my playing.
But didn't the coach have Norman Campbell in his earlier squad? We forget that.
Yeah. Then Norman he jump our farm. Maybe no man. Maybe I would the coach work with and I say, okay, may I work with them players and maybe bring in Norman if one of them players are injured or not like that. You understand me? They have to look on it like that, the management. People now look on the logical thing. They must have to think out their back because big name players in the management. So, we're not going to work up. Remember, when we play against a smaller team, we dominate a smaller team with position management. Let's be frank.
No, I don't want to be frank, sir. My name is Omar. You can be frank if you want.
but right now, and then again, I understand when I say Trevor Stewart and we understand. Trevor Stewart and Norman, those are two good shots. They cannot play good ball game right now, management. But maybe we just give coach back him 100% and say, okay, we work with anything we say, Coach McLaren. If they say this or that, we work with that.
And then the other thing is like I believe like if Jamaica get positive results in these two games. You win them, you're on 6 points. Here's what that does. You see that player who was contemplating, I believe he becomes more convinced that, wow, this is even closer than I think. Because what we want, these arguments are good, So, man like Tafari, Demar, these arguments are good. What we are saying is, which is what's supposed to happen, that we didn't have to use this player. We could have used this player. And that is what we want, like 3-4 players. That's what I like about Arsenal this season as well. That Saka is out and I'm not concerned. Because we have
depth.
Right?
Can't say from my side, I'm Manchester United. Oh God, they embarrassed the man, this man. I'm not like you. Manchester United fan. I look at the TV there, we play against teams without. Now I say, wow. Ruben, look at Ruben.
A Manchester United supporter.
Yeah, Manchester United supporter. You never know.
Me never know.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, you know. Manchester United embarrassed me
Really?
the other day, man. Yeah. Me say me go put $100 down bet for Man U to win.
Yeah.
Sitting. I don't mind when I'm laughing stock, man.
You put $100 down on Manchester United to win. You good hard work money.
Yeah. Think me that win, I look sit and look at 5 deals and 5 dollars. Oh God, my mind, Man U shame me.
Not do that again. Who not playing in the Premier League next?
I don't know. Go check, I tell you.
What a fun you are.
Like no man just stress me out of fire. Oh, God Almighty. God Almighty. But
when the coach name Ruben Amaral?
Amarim.
Amar, oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. No, because we know you're going to ask back again. We know you're going to ask back again. Yeah.
Big up yourself.
You're not looking my friend from Trinidad. When you again, Andre.
Yeah, man. Andre.
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
Come
see a kicker. Yeah, the kicker.
No, man. Andre, I'm a virgin, man. Lots of respect, man. Andre are good people, man. Good people. But they're not good, man. Yeah, man. I'm a virgin, man.
Yo, tell Andre, say, we want him over here. Oh, maybe you're not going to have to get a preview still. I look at thing for the Trinidad game. But I love to see if the show still getting up.
Yeah,
Trinidad game.
Yeah, man. That's nice.
You know, I carry the ticket off
no,
again.
We can't. I'm not going to make him Kerry. I have Kerry separate. I have a day when Kerry talk about Jamaica and a day when Andre talk about Trinidad. I'm not sure. But unless they want to, yeah, together. Yeah. Big up yourself, Alex.
Yeah, big up yourself, Big up yourself.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, we chat. Yeah.
All right, so that was Alex. All right. 5 minutes to go on the show, and then we are going to go. Squad pick, I think it's counterproductive to be discussing players who aren't there. Support the coaches' squad. And I'm saying that if we're going to discuss it, like we talk down the players who are in the team because we prefer somebody who is out the team. And I'm saying that, like, it's okay to say, boy, I'd have preferred to see, this player, but the man is there. Let's see what he has to offer. Like we have to like this constant negative energy. I believe is help. Hey, is not helping, right? Because the player is there already. Support them, but you can also say, listen, yeah, boy, if you are the choice, this is it. Because we don't have to be tear down. We don't have to tear down to make a point. We don't have to tear down to offer criticism. And I think sometimes we go too far in terms of negatively speaking about players who are selected because we'd have preferred somebody else. So when people go as far as saying like Casey is not good, it's not true. He may not have looked good in the last couple of games that you have seen him. But this is a player who played a game at the National Stadium. There are a few months ago and everybody was saying, yo, at the first, they said the real Rasta, them start calling him one of the best games he ever played for Jamaica. And then, I don't know. Right? Big up. God bless. It's when you send me them super chat here. Don't put them score line there. Because I just show me a friend, I make it stay up still, But don't put them score line there, man. Yo, you see the Arsenal fan them, me don't like. Arsenal fans on my platform don't do super sticker. Arsenal fans look like they must spend all of their money in the transfer window. Big up the Liverpool fan them. If the super sticker were the proof of who was going to win Premier League, Liverpool would come first. Manchester United would come second. Chelsea would come third. Tottenham would come fourth. City would come fifth. Arsenal would come sixth. Arsenal fans and super sticker and likes is like Arsenal defense. Tight. Them not drop no catch. Yeah. All right. Yo, people, listen, it's 2 hours. It was a good 2 hours. Check out the rest of the shows that are going on. Jason Guna, check out Jason Guna and his EPL show. Find out if Jagrad is the donkey of the week, or check out the picks. And I think Cranky's on as well at some point today. Check him out. Track and field is coming up. So Style and the Flavor have the city lock. Tell them Coach Minzy step out with a bang. You have to check that out as well. Check out my brethren on Scene Sport. He has been off the scene because him a do in B license back at the class, no subject. Big up Unseen. Big up Bam out there getting a lot of information. You understand me? So make sure that you support Bam. JT, I am calling him the crash out boss. Big up JT. Ryan, heal him up the other day. You understand me? Support Ryan Elite Sport, Ryan LFC. JD, you understand me? I max it, we max it. Military Gona, I don't know what I mean. We talk to military Gona, Talk to military Gona, You understand me? Who else? Sports down the middle. Yo, I'll T-Got abandoned. A long time I don't see T-Got, Yo, with a loud mouth. T-Got, no doubt. Yeah, man. People make sure no go vote, Who you voting for? Me don't know. Who you voting for? Me don't know. Yo, yeah. And don't make nobody give you no money. Anybody give you no money to vote, you take picture of it. Don't make nobody give you no money for vote. You understand me? Bam. But people, bless up every single one of you. You understand me? Right there, almost reach 100. Yeah, almost reach 100 subscribers. So make sure you get that to 100. Brain drain, you say civil. You say Calabar. Boy, I don't think Kishin can lose 100 meters still in a brain drain. I don't think Kishin can lose it. I think that Jamaica get 2 medals in the 100 meter. A gold and a very close bronze. And I think Jamaica, I get a bronze in the female 100 meter. But for the men 100, 2 medals Jamaica get up. Yeah, 2. A gold and a very, like, them have the silver and the bronze, them have to use some, like, 100 of a second to distinguish. And Tarso and them thing that to distinguish the winner. Issa Allen. Bless up yourself, Issa Allen there too. Yeah, man. Yeah. Kishin can't get bronze brain drain. What you talk about? No on the arc probably pick up the brand. No on the arc probably pick up the brand. But civil not beating Kishin. Me I tell you that. So but that you think about brethren. That will never happen. Then what could go so? Hey, the talk them body though. One thing that the politics are full of a fun and joke, One by one, when you go into jail. You understand me? But I don't want to get one thing from it. Yeah, that's be in trouble. Yeah, man. What again? Yeah. So taxes. Yeah, man. The politics nice. I love to see it still, but I have to commend the people of Jamaica because the tension. The politics have been peaceful for the most part, and so we have to give thanks to that because a time when it would have been worse. Again, people have yourself a wonderful, wonderful rest of the weekend, right? I am Management. This has been I Am Sure Sports, and as usual, when it gets to the end of the program, you know what we do, you know what we say. We say we are over, and we are OUT out of here. See you tomorrow, same time. Hopefully, same place.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, you cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard-Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Ha, yeah. Someone on for the food from we young, from we day, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.